Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out. Romeo! Romeo, my cousin Romeo! Romeo! He is wise, and on my life had stolen him to bed. He ran that way. I've left this orchard wall. Call good Mercutio.
Nay, I'll conjure too. Romeo, humors, madman, passion, lover, appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme and I'm satisfied. Cry but I me, and pronounce but love and dove. Speak to my gossip Venus one fair word. One nickname for her blind son and heir. Young Adam Cupid, he shouts so trim. When King Cophetua loved the beggar maid, he hears not, he stirs not, he moves not. The ape is dead and I must conjure him? I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg and quivering thigh. And the dimensions that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us.
Hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit in his mistress's circle, of some strange nature, letting it there stand, till she had laid it and conjured it down. That were some spite, my invocation is fair and honest, and in his mistress's name, I conjure only but to raise up him.
Come. He hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress for that kind of fruit, as maids call medlars when they laugh alone. Oh, Romeo, that she were! Oh, that she were an open etc., though a pauper and pair. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vessel livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love, oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it, I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all of heaven, to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp, her eyes in heaven would through an airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, and that I might touch that cheek! Ay me. She speaks. Or speak again, bright angel.
For thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the white upturned wondering of eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of air.
Oh, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or, if thou wilt not, but be sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's a Montague? It is nor hand, nor arm, nor foot, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo doth thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that, thus be screened in light, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, it would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, the Montague? How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits could not hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt, therefore thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life was better ended by their hate than prorogued wanting of thy love.
I would not for the world let them saw thee here.
By love that did first prompt me to inquire, he lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet were though as far as vast shore washed the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of the night is on my face, else would a maiden blush be paint on my cheek for that which hast heard me speak tonight. Fain I would dwell on form, fain deny what I spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest that thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say Hogan laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou just thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardest ere I was aware my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding light to light love, which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I swear, that tips with silver of all the fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that changes monthly in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the god of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love, faithful vow for mine?
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I wouldn't wear to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and to give it thee again, and yet I wish for but the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea, my love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. Juliet! I hear some noise from within. Dear love, adieu. Juliet! Juliet!
Oh, blessed, blessed night, I am afeard. Being a night, all amiss is but a dream. Too flattering, sweet to be substantial.